like right, and yeah, I mean, I'm getting some treatment, and yeah, it seems definitely to work, but it looks like it just takes the time. It doesn't, it's nothing where you can just switch a button and everything's good again. So I guess it just takes its time, and yeah, it's a little tough for me. Been out for a while, and I wanted to be back as soon as possible, but I think it's something you can't just push and push because yeah, I still have to feel right if I'm on the ice.
Do you still have
symptoms?
I mean, they kind of ruled it out, the concussion thing, so they say it's kind of vertigo. They couldn't really tell me what it's coming from or whatever, so it's kind of the tough part, to kind of like just accept it and not knowing where it's coming from, and just work with that to try to desensitize my brain with all the input I get from my body. It seems like I'm kind of like almost overreacting and reacting to stuff that's normally not important, or the brain would just kind of like leave out because it's just everyday things, but it seems like right now I'm all over the place because I almost got too much feedback from my body.
Do you feel bad when you do something specific, like when you move or work out, or when you're driving in a car or something, motion or something?
Most is like moving my head and turning, and it doesn't really bother me in everyday life because you kind of like can limit that, but the problem is on the ice I have to follow a puck, and that's kind of the tough part where I have to move the head. I mean, I definitely feel better than a couple of days ago, but I still don't feel like it's at 100%, so we'll see. Hopefully one of these days I'll be able to see how it goes on the ice, try that out, because yeah, I can't really tell how that's going to feel like because I haven't been on the ice for very long.
Did you work out today? Did you work out today? Or?
Yeah, I had a little workout so far, and I'm probably going to do a little more tonight. Yeah, in the gym, everything is alright, but yeah, I don't have to move my head around a whole lot in the gym, so I mean, all I can do is pretty much stay in shape and try to be ready once I'm good to go on the ice.
Have you ever dealt with anything like this before?
No, not at all, which is kind of tough because it's not like if you break something, you know it's broken and it takes a certain amount of time and then it should be good again. It's something that yeah, nobody really can tell me how long it's going to last or how long it's going to take, so I think that's the tough part, and yeah, it's definitely my first.
Did you start feeling it again during that practice?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the game in Edmonton was kind of like so-so, and I was hoping to feel better the next few days, and it kind of went the other way, and I definitely felt worse, and I practiced it didn't feel good at all. I mean, that shot in the shoulder at the end, it was not really what bothered me. I mean, I already talked to Clarkie before that I'm not feeling right, and yeah, so I kind of was glad to get off the ice, but at the same time I was definitely disappointed that we haven't found a solution to that problem.
Movement? Are there other things that you're consciously trying to avoid doing?
Not really. I mean, yeah, most stuff has to do with my head. It seems like everything from my neck down works perfect, and I feel really good. Like also those days I skated on the ice, I felt good. It was just kind of like in my head that it doesn't seem to be right, and I guess it's tough to fix that.
But there's a feeling that there is some progress in dealing with this, that the symptoms maybe aren't as severe or aren't as frequent as they were a couple of weeks ago?
Well, I think the problem is that nothing really hurts, so it's not like I have a headache and I can say, well, my headache's less than the day before, so the symptoms are less. It's something like, it's just a feeling I have, or it's just a kind of like uncomfortable feeling, so I can't really say it's better or not as bad. I mean, it's definitely better than I was on the ice or when I got off the ice, because like my whole body was kind of like responding to that uncomfort, and right now, I mean, I feel discomfort, but it's not like my whole body responds to it. I definitely feel better in that way, but as I said, pretty much how I actually feel hockey-wise is really what I'm going to see when I get back on the ice.